All right, back at it. I said I was going to talk about hormone levels. We got into it a little bit. Um, I talked about losing testosterone as you age and the gradual decline. Um, what can you do to help yourself with this? And some of the things I already talked about were the natural things, doing the fasting, doing the high protein diet, doing the exercise, doing the stuff to get your testosterone at its maximum level naturally. But a lot of us are going to dip really low as far as testosterone. I talked about how, in my early 40s, I got where I was tired all the time and had to take naps after work, and if I could, I'd try to take one in the middle of the day. Not good. So I did eventually go and get those levels checked. Now, I'm not a doctor, nor do I purport to have any medical knowledge. I'm just going to tell you things that I have learned in my experience and things I have heard from people that are experts in the field of men's health, men's hormones. So I'm going to give you the sum and substance of that. So you go to your primary care physician. Now, their duty, most of you go the kind of primary care physician that I go to, which is not even that. It is a clinic that is in your insurance, and you go there and you may see the same person maybe for a few times, but then you get switched to somebody else, and it just kind of keeps rolling over that way. It's kind of your normal general practice. There's not a lot of the doctors left where you get the same practitioner and you have that doctor for your whole life. It's just becoming more and more rare. Medical field is huge and growing, and there's more patients than there are physicians and PAs and RNs and everything in between, and they are prioritizing serious medical issues. One of the reasons that is because of the mess that we've got ourselves in. Everybody's got diabetes. They've got all these ailments that are related to what? Poor diet, obesity, all the garbage that we put into ourselves, and sedentary lifestyle. Anyways, I want to get off track here. You go to your primary care physician as a man, and you just want to know, you say, I think I might have low testosterone. They may or may not run that blood test for you. They do. They're going to tell you, well, you're within the normal range. Okay, well, the normal range is like 250 nanograms per deciliter to like 1,000. That's how wide the range is. So when you are 18, most of you are 800, 900, 1,000 nanograms per deciliter in your testosterone. That gradually starts to decline and then really starts to decline for most of us. I mean, there's some people that are just like I talked about my maternal grandfather, who I thought probably had pretty high tests his entire life, but most men have it decline. So your primary care physician is going to look at it, and if it is, say it's 300, he may be kind enough to tell, he or she may be kind enough to tell you, it's kind of low, but it's in the reference range. Eat a healthy diet and try to exercise, and that's pretty much what you're going to get. That does not help you. But again, your normal doctor's office that you're going to is an assembly line. They're getting you in, they're getting you out. If you don't have anything serious, on to the next. So they're not inclined to do anything with you when you have that. I came in with a low test between 250 and 300, really low, and was feeling not good. Primary care physician, not going to do anything for the most part, I'm going to say. I can't speak for all of them. If you ask anybody or talk to anybody or go to any other YouTube channels, they're pretty much going to tell you the same thing. Dr. Michael O'Connor, who's kind of an expert on YouTube on that subject, probably he's going to explain, in detail, scientifically, as a physician, that this is also going to happen when you go to your primary or the clinic or whatever. So if you are not satisfied with that, the next place that you can go is a men's health specific clinic, or you can ask. Usually most insurances, you want to go see a specialist. You want to see a urologist, or somebody that specializes, a doctor specializing in hormones. I know what that's called. I don't want to mispronounce it. It sounds stupid, but you can go see that person, and they may put you on testosterone replacement therapy or hormone replacement therapy with low testosterone. Another route is you'll see these places that are men's health clinics, and they may be men and women's health, specializing in anti-aging or things of that nature. Some of those are good and some are not. I mean, there's a huge range there. The kind of places that are, you'll see it's like a weight loss clinic, and they're giving women amphetamines, and they're giving out men testosterone without much oversight, or like a cookie cutter approach, like you take this, and this, that's what you get. It's probably something you want to avoid, even though it's being prescribed by medical personnel. In theory, probably not going to be as optimal as you would want to have. There's anti-aging type, men's health focused clinics, practices that really do have the proper staff. They do the proper tests. and will administer the proper drugs. What are those going to be? So you come in with that 250 to 300 low test, they're probably going to prescribe you from between 50 and 200 milligrams of testosterone, cypionate probably, per week, and that will require, likely most clinics do that as an injection. They will give it to you if you want, or they'll let you do it yourself. It is not like an insulin needle like you may know. It's a little bit bigger, so you have to be comfortable in doing that. Some people are not. There's creams and gels and stuff, but they're not. And again, I'm going off what I've heard others say. Again, you can research further with Dr. O'Connor, but those things are not as effective. Pellets too. I don't really know anything about those. So they will give you that. They may give you an anti-estrogen. They're going to kind of, if it's a good place, they're going to feel you out to see what your response is to the test, and see what type of aromatase, anti-estrogen type medication you're going to need. Most of those are not fantastic in the first place, so the less of that stuff that you put into your body, the better. And that is mostly going to be what you're going to get. Testosterone is a naturally occurring thing in your body, so you are putting in, although it is exogenous, okay, at least it is something that your body produces on its own. Speaking of that, they're also going to give you something like HCG, gonadotropin, to maintain your natural production somewhat from your testicles, to keep so you don't get completely shut down, and that's more, I think, for fertility than anything else. But so there are a lot more facets to this subject matter. I can't really cover it in one whole short video, so I'll have to continue on another video. Please subscribe, please like, please put a comment, please do something to help the channel so I can keep giving you guys this free advice and information. Want to be fit over 50, approaching 50, come here, and I will talk to you. All right, I will answer any questions that anybody has. Please put them in the comments. Discipline is what it takes. Got to do it, go get it.